which align to our vision of being a premier university, nurturing global leaders and innovators for sustainability. As Council, we do not take it for granted the opportunity bestowed upon us to serve the university. We are conscious of this responsibility. Thus, we embark on our stride to fulfill our mandate to the university and the education sector as a whole. We have applied ourselves to making meaningful changes that have facilitated development of human capital within the university as well as for the students. There is plenty of space for all of us to participate in the management of the university, and when we work together, success will be the end result to achieving academic excellence and outstanding research, innovation, and commercialization of the innovations. We are committed to achieving the transformative vision that has been laid out to us. The Council acknowledges that the universities within the country are grappling with financial constraints. To that end, we are focused on ensuring the long-term sustainability of the university. This is a journey we have purposed and committed to undertake by prioritizing resource mobilization and engaging in meaningful partnerships for revenue growth. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to appreciate the Government of Kenya for the continued support we have received. This has assisted in the operations of the university in terms of our financial and human resource obligations. As a university, we strive to manage our finances prudently and wisely. The University Management Board, led by Professor Thomas Cheriot, have done a tremendous job, and we thank you for the stewardship of the university. The university has experienced improved levels of customer-centric service delivery as well as commitment to standards. The performance contract that was signed yesterday by our parent Ministry of Education will soon be signed and cascaded down to council and management. This will form a commitment that will ensure that the University of Eldoret operates efficiently and effectively in order to improve both our national and global ranking and propel us to the ranks of a preferred university of choice. I am proud to say that the brand University of Eldoret continues to receive not only national but international recognition and accolades. This is exemplified by the recent interaction of the university management and students with the former United States Ambassador to Kenya, Ambassador Margaret Whitman. I'd like to thank the entire faculty and non-academic staff for mentoring and providing a conducive environment for this cohort as they navigated through the years to achieve their academic goals. We have remained diligent and committed to your call to nurture these young talents. They now go out well exposed and ready to face the challenges of tomorrow. It has not been an easy academic year as we have experienced a number of interruptions. With all this, we have maintained peace, and this is a powerful statement to the state of affairs at the University of Eldoret. As Council, we acknowledge the national discussions around the CBAs with UASU, KUSU, and KUDHEIA. We will work together to ensure sobriety and business continuity as we are interested in your welfare. Mr. Chancellor, sir, as I conclude, I thank you. I thank the students for maintaining and living up to the name of the University of Eldoret, not only locally, but internationally. I pass the responsibility of continuing this legacy of this institution to you. I believe you will uphold our culture of excellence as you venture into your new responsibilities. May God bless you all. I wish you a joyful, festive season and a peaceful crossover to the new year 2025. Congratulations, class of 2024. It is now my singular honor to invite the Chancellor to address the congregation. Mr. Chancellor, sir. Oh, sorry. I beg your pardon. It is my singular honor to invite the chief guest to address the congregation.
Eldoret 24. The Chancellor, University of Eldoret, Dr. Ismail Buru Hassan, Chairman of University of Eldoret Council, MS Grace Sugut, Council members, Vice Chancellor Professor Thomas Kimai Cheriot, members of the University Senate, distinguished faculty, staff, and graduates, esteemed parents and guardians, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my honor and privilege to join you in marking this significant occasion, the 13th graduation ceremony of the University of Eldoret. Graduates, I congratulate each one of you gathered here as I join your parents and well-wishers to celebrate your academic achievement. It is always a joy for me to watch young and talented graduates transiting from university to the world of work to contribute positively to the country's development agenda. You invested your time and worked hard under the guidance of the university faculty to achieve the success that we are celebrating today. I appreciate the University Council, Management Board, Senate, and the entire university community for preparing these graduates and providing them the foundation for the next season of their lives. I'm confident that they are well trained and prepared to take up the task before them, to step in the country's development space. Given the evolving and competitive work environment, I urge the graduates to continuously learn, be curious and creative, embrace entrepreneurship and innovation. Education is the greatest equalizer in any nation and society, and the Ministry of Education's mandate is to ensure that each student in a Kenyan university is able to access quality university education for greater economic growth in our country. We need to create a critical pool of highly skilled manpower through quality university education. However, this is only possible when there is collective effort from all stakeholders within the education sector to facilitate the young Kenyans to achieve their dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, as a government, we rolled out the higher education student-centered funding model to address the financial barriers that have become a hindrance to access higher education, especially among vulnerable students. The higher education student-centered funding model provides a more affordable arrangement as it supports the financial needs of students based on their household economic level. This is a deliberate effort by the government to ensure that no student is left behind in accessing university education. The introduction of the student-centered model followed countrywide recommendations contained in the Presidential Working Party on education reforms. Since it's rolled out in 2022, the model has eased the financial burden in universities, which had been indebted to the tune of Kenya shillings 70 billion. Under the model, the government has disbursed Kenya shillings 41 billion to universities in loans and scholarships to the two cohorts of students. The funds are disbursed based on the level of need for each student. To ensure the model is improved further, His Excellency, the President, Dr. William Ruto, has appointed a national working committee to collect views from the public to refine the model. Due to a court order that suspended the implementation of the student-centered model, the government has moved to court to seek orders to set aside the orders to allow for its smooth implementation. Apart from the funding model, the Higher Education Loans Board also cushions the parents by offering support to cater for students' expenses. I urge the students to apply for these two funding avenues since the government is committed to ensuring that no student remains at home due to lack of tuition fees. Ladies and gentlemen, transformative education is the key for any society in this fast-paced digital world. An educated population is a huge asset and powerful resource which, if well harnessed, can be a net foreign exchange earner. I urge the graduates to keep abreast of the technological changes. When we reflect back to COVID-19, though with all its challenges, it brought to the fore the need to embrace digital technology, which is fast becoming the backbone of our economy. I wish to ask universities to adequately prepare ahead of 2029, when they will be receiving the first cohort of CBC students. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I urge you to ensure that you are ready for this by aligning the curricula across the university, as well as having the academic pedagogy, understanding that the new system embodies preparing the graduates to have skills and competencies that will enable them to use their talents and skills to raise the Kenyan economy and achieve its Vision 2030 goals. Industry linkages are key in building a university and establishing it as a center of excellence. This university's foundation are premised on quality education, training, research, and consultancy. Leverage this to your benefit through prudent use of available resources, networks, and linkages. I note that you have not only sought partnerships nationally, but you have established partnerships with international institutions. And this will increase the opportunities for your students, graduates, and faculty members. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I'm pleased to note that this university has several centers of excellence, such as Center of Excellence in Climate Change and Green Economy, which has been established and adopted the Marura wetland. I am proud that through the University Outreach Center, you train youth and empower them to be job creators and innovators. I encourage you to engage in more value addition and commercialization training so that they may reap significant levels of income, thus ensuring sustainability of their business. I congratulate MS Faith Kepiegon on being selected for conferment of the Doctorate of Education Honoris Causa degree. You are an embodiment of true resilience of a mother and athlete. This is a well-deserved honor. In conclusion, I would like to thank University of Eldoret team for the commitment in the establishment of landmark innovations and important industry linkages that have contributed to its growth and development. Truly, your efforts are an indicator that the university is not too far from overcoming barriers to quality education and improved outcomes required by the national development. Accept nothing less than excellence. As Steve Jobs said, I quote, "Be a yardstick of quality," end of quote. Some people are not used to an environment where resilience and excellence is expected. I look forward to your continued contribution to university education. Once again, congratulations to the graduates. Thank you.
And now it is my honor to invite the Chancellor to address this congregation. Mr. Chancellor, sir.
Have a seat. Bismillah. The chief guest, the Cabinet Secretary, Minister for Education, Ministry of Education, Mr. Julius Migos Ogamba, the Principal Secretary, State Department for Higher Education and Research, Dr. Beatrice Muganda Nyagala, represented by Dr. Rosila Owor, Director Research, Ministry of Education, members of the University Council, chancellors of other universities present, chairmen of councils of other universities present, the vice chancellor, vice chancellors of other universities present, national and government leaders present, members of the university management, the Senate, and staff, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is with immense pleasure that I stand here before you today to preside over the 13th graduation ceremony of the University of Eldoret. Today is a momentous occasion, not only for the graduates, but also for their families, the university fraternity, and indeed the nation. I therefore say congratulations to the 2024 class. Congratulations again. Your journey is defined by a spirit of dedication that we hold in high regard. You have shown that success is born out of commitment, perseverance, and unyielding belief in the pursuit of excellence. Today, we celebrate your achievements and the promise you hold as future leaders, innovators, and change makers in the society. For those who completed the diploma, the bachelor's, the master's degree, you have an opportunity to move up the academic ladder and become scholars in your own field of study. For those who finished their doctorate studies, you have not reached the end. Real scholarly work begins now for you. Start undertaking research and generate new knowledge and improves the socio-economic life of communities. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to express my gratitude to the government, both directly as a university and indirectly through the students, for its continued financial support. Which has helped in supplementing the cash shortage from Exchequer in support of the university's mission and vision. The university, therefore, is engaged in robust resource mobilization